Hi Cancerians, welcome to your monthly reading for October 2023. The books you can see at the side here are from the Oracle decks I'm going to be using for today's reading. And this big book in the middle is a vintage tarot handbook that I'm going to be giving away as part of a birthday giveaway. So I've said a million times on the channel that I'm a Libra. My birthday is actually on Friday the 13th. This year, and I have learned in time that Friday the 13th is a day that's actually associated with the divine feminine. Libra is also associated with the divine feminine. I mean, the Empress card in the tarot is that. Also Venus is connected to the divine feminine energy, and as well as being a Libra sun, I also have Venus in Libra or Libra in Venus, whichever way around it goes. So that's a lot of divine feminine energy. My 13th birthday was actually on Friday the 13th. And it was, I mean, I don't really consider the date to be bad luck, but to be honest, the party was a disaster. Very awkward. I don't know if it was because of the age. Everybody was around the age of 13, and yeah, it was just very awkward. And my 18th birthday was on the 13th, Friday the 13th as well. So it's something about me coming into womanhood and having birthdays on Friday the 13th. Anyway. So with the book, if you would like it, it's free. Send me an email if you're interested. My email address is on my about page and it's in the description box as well. If no one responds, then the book will go to charity. It was ordered from World of Books and I only ordered one and ended up with two by mistake. But they told me that I can keep the book and give it to charity. So if I get one response, one email, that person will automatically get the book. If I get multiple responses, then I'll pull a name out of a hat and that will be announced on my actual birthday on Friday the 13th. So let's get on with your reading, shall we? So we're going to start off with the tarot cards. We're going to use my favourite tarot deck, which is the Everyday Witch deck, to get your main theme and see what we need to know for Cancer for October. So what is the main theme or a main theme that Cancer will be dealing with, or Cancerians will be dealing with during October? Well, the one that wanted to flip itself was the Four of Swords, but let's see what actually comes out. You have the Sun and you have the Hanged Man. That looks like an epiphany already. I mean, we'll see what clarifies it and what else comes out. And I say that because the Hanged Man is about beliefs, where beliefs and perspectives can change. And then the Sun for me a lot of the time is about illumination, enlightenment. Yes, it can be about happiness as well, but the two together literally looks like some kind of epiphany of some sort. So let's see what else comes out for you. So let's look at your energy specifically. What energy will you be bringing into October, or what energy will you have in October? The Chariot. And that's a Cancerian card, isn't it? The Chariot. Any external energies or surrounding energies that influence things? Three of Cups. Do I want the other one? Yes, I do. King of Pentacles, Three of Cups and King of Pentacles. You might be getting a lot of support in October, potentially with that Three of Cups there. I mean, that for me is like friendships, celebrations. And then the King of Pentacles is like a very stable person. Do you have any earth signs in your life that might be able to help? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that might be very supportive to you, potentially. But we'll see. We are going to get now your any past energies relating to this. The Queen of Wands. I did say, I've been saying for a good few weeks now that you've gotten into this energy of a fighting spirit, fiery energy. So that Queen of Wands could represent your energy that you've been progressing with. Current energies. Page of Swords, that can be new truths, having an open mind, learning. I would say with that Hanged Man and the Sun coming off, looking like an epiphany, that could be learning a new truth in the current energy. And potential future energy. You have the Seven of Swords. I'm not sure what that means yet, but we'll find out. And any guidance for you. you have the Ten of Wands, so releasing some sort of burden. Okay. You may need to open up about something here. Yeah, you may need to open up about something. That Hanged Man, the Sun, it can be an epiphany, but it could also be you keeping a truth to yourself, because you've got the Page of Swords there. But we'll see what clarifies it. Let's get you some oracle cards. And I just kicked the camera, didn't I? That helps. Okay, I'm just going to adjust the camera, bear with me. Okay, let's get you a card from the Power of Surrender deck first of all. So what else do Cancerians need to know for October? Surrender to setting limits. It says it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So I'll put that there. And we'll get you a card from the Le Vampires deck. I think I've said it before on the channel that I'm a massive fan of horror films and have been from an inappropriately young age. Especially vampires. One of my favourite movies, vampire movies of all time, is The Lost Boys, a film from the 1980s. And I was also a fan of the B-movie, is a B-movie, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie that came out in the 90s. So yeah, but I've always been into mystical, magical, related stuff as well. But vampires was a big deal for me when I was quite young. Loved it. So what else does Cancer or Cancerians need to know for October? Okay, and you have hope, anticipation, bright prospects, wish. So we'll put her there. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck you have faith. I mean, faith and hope go hand in hand, don't they? So that makes sense. Right, let's get clarifying. So let's look first at that Hanged Man and the Sun together. So the Hanged Man and the Sun is your main theme. And your clarifiers are jumping quite a lot, so they're kind of fidgety, aren't they? Right, we've got the Five of Wands, which I'm leaving in reverse. Two of Cups. Anything else? Page of Wands. Six of Wands. Right, and we also have the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles. So my first instinct, Cancer, and I'm trying to look at other perspectives, but it won't come in, like it's just the one perspective that is stuck in my mind, is are you hoping for a relationship or a new connection, or even if it's not romantic, like closer bonds or something to that effect? With that Two of Cups, it's really sticking out. And as I say, I'm trying to look at different perspectives here. And I can't, nothing else is coming in. It's just that. Maybe you want more a genuine friendship. Maybe you feel like the people around you, you haven't had a genuine friend in a while and you want a genuine friendship. I don't know. There's just something there where that Two of Cups really stood out. And then with this particular Page of Wands, to me, I know that I often say the Page of Wands is like a little explorer. They can be quite eccentric. This one in particular, you've got the birds there that are spiritual messengers, and the way his ear is, it's like he's answering a call or answering a calling. So those two in particular together feel like maybe you want you want to create a close bond with someone, again, whether it's romantic or friendship or family or whatever, but I would say more along the lines of friendship. Romantic and friendship rather than family. This Sun card as well, I mean, that almost looks like the Three of Cups, doesn't it? I mean, you've got the Three of Cups there as well. And that's a card of friendship and community. I did say you could have someone quite supportive coming in. If you are seeking a friend or a relationship, then you would want someone like the King of Pentacles, who is stable, they're committed, they are nurturing, they're supportive practically. Maybe that's something that you need. And then you've got the Sun there. Maybe that's what the Epiphany is, that you want friendship simply, or companionship or something along those lines. That's what it feels like. As I say, I'm looking to see if there's anything else, and I'm not really getting anything else. The Five of Wands is where it's in reverse. So you may have overcome a bunch of challenges in terms of, it's Libra season, isn't it? And Libra is about partnerships. Yes, it is often associated with romantic partnerships, but a partnership doesn't have to be romantic. This may be where you are overcoming challenges relating to relationships and connections, or I'd probably say you are, because the Hanged Man is about beliefs. Maybe your beliefs or something are changing around that. Let's get one clarifier for the Six of Wands. I would say you may be willing to put the effort in. Something's changed here where you're willing to put the effort in. But let's clarify that Six of Wands. Okay, I'm thinking, hang on, right, Four of Cups. Before I continue, because you've got that surrender to setting limits card about boundaries and set boundaries in relationships and practice expressing your needs, you may have learned something with that Hanged Man and that Five of Wands in reverse about setting boundaries in relationships. I know with Cancerians, sometimes when things go wrong or when you get hurt, you can go into your shell, but I've talked a lot about you being in a fighting spirit over the last few weeks, month, whatever it is. And maybe you've gotten to a point now where you realize, well, not that you realize, but it's just come more to mind that no man is an island, that saying. And it's like, it's all well and good sort of isolating myself and keeping myself safe and everything. But at some point it gets lonely, doesn't it? And maybe that's the issue, is that rather than shutting yourself away and keeping away from people to try and keep yourself safe and avoid certain situations, it's a case of having to just learn about boundaries, about expressing your needs and that sort of thing. So I'm clarifying the Six of Wands. Let me continue. I feel like this Six of Wands is about you being seen. And it doesn't necessarily mean in terms of attention from lots of different people. It just means that, say in whatever relationship, whether it is family, friendship, romantic, you want to be seen and heard and respected. I think you've had plenty of time to contemplate things to do with how you feel, what your values are, what your boundaries are potentially. The King of Swords to me looks like boundaries. Setting boundaries, and you want to be seen and respected. I feel with that. Let me get one for the Death card. I guess that's where things change, where your thoughts may have changed. Okay, yeah. I think that would be more, the Death card here is about where your beliefs or something have changed. I mean, the last reading, was it something about have your beliefs about your life, yourself, and something changed? And that is probably where the change is. I mean, the Four of Wands, it's often a celebration. It can be about your foundations, which I think it probably is. But I mean, maybe you are somebody who wants to get married. Maybe you didn't want to get married before and you want to get married now. You've got the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands there in the same reading. Maybe you do want to get married. But more than anything, I would say it's the changes a lot to do with probably how you deal with relationships and with people in relationships, because Cancerians can be very empathetic, very nurturing. Unfortunately, that can also lead to them being taken advantage of and people not treating Cancerians with the respect that they deserve. So there's something here where you're looking at the foundations of relationships and standing up for yourself and your needs, I think. Let me get one for that Seven of Pentacles. I feel that's just you the change in what you feel is worth investing in terms of relationships. Maybe you've had to cut ties or distance yourself from people based on how they've treated you or how things have gone. Three of Cups again, yeah. And you are more, again, rather than shutting yourself away to avoid those situations now, it's like you're willing to go into it, but you are more discerning about what feels like a genuine supportive bond or connection with others. I feel like I wasn't even the one speaking then, it was just coming out and it wasn't me, which I think sometimes happens in tarot. So I'm going to put these back in the deck, and I'll use these as your main clarifiers. So yeah, it looks like there's a sort of enlightenment or something, or change in beliefs around relationships and bonds with other people. I mean, you've got hope there. So yeah, I would say that you are ready to try and to be open to it again. Again, no man is an island. So yeah, that is a funny one when that happens. I mean, it's interesting, but it is when you feel like it's not you talking, but you are talking. It's just like the information. It's like a download, I guess, and it just comes out. Let's get your energy, the Chariot, and see what comes out for that. Five of Swords. Anything else? Ooh. The Emperor. Okay, I'm going to put that one back and try that again. The Hermit, I would say that's you, where you've shut yourself away at times, or sort of isolated yourself to deal with things, potentially. It's also where the Epiphany could have come in if you've done a bit of soul searching. Hanged Man has come up again. That's definitely some soul searching and change of beliefs. Knight of Swords. Okay, that's where you would want to express yourself. So what I'm getting here with that Chariot, I'm getting a few different messages. So first off, the Chariot there, it's like she's choosing a direction, choosing a path, isn't she? And moving forward on that path, or needing to. So this is your energy in October. This could be where, obviously, you've done some soul searching, you've got new beliefs, and you are ready to take your truths out into the world. So you may be sort of thinking, what direction do I want to take this in, metaphorically? How do I want to do this? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to take this? There is also something here with that Five of Swords and the Emperor together. So seeing it the other way, of you wanting to take yourself out into the world and share your truths or express your truths, however you want to put it. That would be you taking on the Emperor energy, taking what you believe back out into the world, putting yourself out there again, to wrap it up in a nice little short sentence. But it could also be slight concerns about being controlled. I'm getting, I know there's not like the devil or anything here, but that Five of Swords and the Emperor, it's a bit of a concern about being influenced or controlled by other people, or affected by other people's behavior. The Emperor can be known to be controlling in the like shadowy kind of energy, an authoritative, you know, like when you meet people who are quite overwhelming, overpowering, overburdening. And then the Five of Swords can be that manipulative, winning at all costs, just an unpleasant kind of energy to deal with. So there could be slight concerns about that as well, with putting yourself back out there. But then maybe you have to take on, I keep saying it, don't I, being selfish by necessity. Maybe that's what you need to do, is take on a bit of selfish by necessity attitude. Maybe that's something you are doing. You may be taking on a bit more of an energy of my way or the highway because of situations that have happened in the past. But I would say more than anything, it feels more like potentially putting yourself back out there, in terms of connecting with people in general. Okay, let's look at that Three of Cups and King of Pentacles. So as I said, this could be an energy of someone, a King of Pentacles type energy, whether it's a romantic partner, friends, family, whatever, coming in and supporting you, being there for you, being with you, celebrating with you, enjoying each other's company. Or it could be the energy of what you would like to call in. I actually think earth energies would be very good for Cancerians, because Cancerians can be, and this is based on Cancerians that I know as well, can be quite emotional. Not saying Cancerians can't be strong, etc., but I would say everybody needs stability, but I think you need someone who's very down to earth and grounded. And like, I think like fire signs could be a bit much for you because they're very passionate and can be passionate and pushy. And I say that as someone who has a Leo moon and rising, and I know that my energy probably can sometimes be a bit overwhelming when I am more in the Leo side of me. Air signs, I'm a Libra. I've said it at the beginning of the video, didn't I? I'm a Libra Sun and Venus, so I know that I can be abrupt sometimes, and I think that can be a lot for Cancerians and other water signs, so that's tough to handle. But I think earth signs would probably be a lot more down to earth and grounded, because as much as earth signs can be very practical, I think they can be very nurturing as well, and that's the type of stability that Cancerians probably need. Feel free to share your comments on that. If you feel like you have anything to add, whether you agree, disagree, whatever. That's just my thought. But I feel like earth signs could really nurture Cancerians, whether they are romantic partners or just friends or family members. Anyway, let's clarify that 3 of Cups and King of Pentacles. So we've got the 3 of Swords and the Knight of Wands, and I think I am going to... Let me get a few more and then I'm going to clarify the 3 of Swords alone. 4 of Swords. If this is another person, this is somebody who has probably overcome being hurt, because you've got the 3 of Swords there, which is pain. 4 of Swords is healing, and Knight of Wands is where you going off on a new adventure. Or if it's not you, the energy of that person got ready to still continue after being hurt. These would be the energies that they've dealt with before, unstable energies. But let's get a little bit more. Nope, not going to take that because they all spewed out. I was thinking this is one of the first readings, general readings I think I've done, or one of the few readings I think I've done where I've seen an external energy as a potential love interest coming in. It does feel like it could be that. Have I picked up all? I think I've picked all of those cards up. There's nothing I can do about that now. So they've all gone back in the deck. Yeah, it's one of the few occasions where I've seen this I really feel this could potentially be a romantic interest. Anything else? This is a very slippery tarot deck as well. Right, we have the Queen of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Okay. If this is a romantic interest, they would be someone that sees you as very attractive. We've got 2 cards of attractiveness here. Queen of Wands is often seen as very attractive, and the Empress is seen as very attractive as well. If it's not romantic, I would say you've got a person, and it's another person, not just an energy. It's someone who sees you as very... all the queens wrapped in one with the Empress energy. Someone very nurturing, beautiful, creative, secure. Queen of Wands there as well. I am strongly getting attractive with that. If it's non-romantic, how would you see the Queen of Wands? Somebody that you admire, I think, if it's non-romantic, as somebody that's admired. And I think this is, they probably see you as generous as well. And you would want someone who's generous too. Let me clarify that 3 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, that looks like she's like, that's where if you've been hurt, you are nurturing your own heart, aren't you? And healing your own heart. Anything else with the 3 of Swords? Oops. Knight of Pentacles. We've got a lot of earth coming up, haven't we? So, Cancerians, you may have an earth sign love interest potentially. Hierophant. Ooh, we got 2 cards of commitment next. I mean, the King of Pentacles is a committed person anyway, and then you've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant together. That can be commitment potentially. Okay, Cancer. So it's very possible that you may have a love interest here who sees you, who views you very highly and sees you as wife material or husband material, whichever way it goes. I'll be honest. That's what it looks like. If it's not romantic, then it's a person that could potentially be a friend or something that could come in and help you to heal, somehow assist you or support you or encourage you in terms of healing any pain that you've had. I mean, say if it's where you've had a lot of toxic family relationships and friendships, this may be a new person coming in your life. It could be an old person as well, actually, but whichever way it goes, it could be someone that comes in where it just feels like that person's presence in your life is just very, very supportive and helps you to overcome any pain that you felt or any... It could be just a massive change from the toxic relationships that you may have had with whoever, family, friends, romantic. Okay, let's get some for that Knight of Wands as well. I mean, they probably have been through their own pain too, so that would be why they would be able to support you in healing as well, if that's what's going on here. But let's get something for that Knight of Wands. You have the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. Okay, anything else? All right, so that Nine of Wands for me is more to do with, it's not so much, I mean, it could potentially be people in your life or in the other person's life, this person's life, who've been unreliable in the past, but it feels more like just an energy of learning from past experiences and learning to trust your intuition and being willing and ready and having that spark and being open to cooperate, collaborate, work together with people again, where before it was sort of potentially avoiding people because of being hurt in the past. So again, this could be a love interest. It could be a friend, a new friend, an old friend. It could be an old friend that you reconnect with. It could be the energy of what you want to call in your life as a friendship or a romantic partner. So I'm going to put these back. I've got so many cards now, I can't keep up with what I've got. Right. These are going to go back in the deck, and then the main clarifiers for that King of Pentacles and Three of Cups are going to go on top. Okay, I'm just putting the cards back individually so they're not in the same place. Okay. Right, so Queen of Wands, I said that was probably your energy because you've been getting fighting spirit type energy for weeks now. So I imagine that's you. That's what you've built yourself up to. So Queen of Wands is a past energy. We have, what was that? The Ten of Cups. Yeah. It's like hope. It's a sense of hope with that Ten of Cups where you're ready to put yourself back out in the world and pursue your own happiness. Anything else? Yeah, this is where you've been wounded. You've had to protect yourself. But yeah, you're ready to shine your light, put yourself out there again. You've got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. You're ready for new opportunities. That's all I can say with that. So in one word, just ready to put yourself out there and pursue your own happiness. So Page of Swords. So I said that could be a new truth, having an open mind, being open to a Two of Cups, whether that be romantic or friendship or whatever, I would say. It's really strange. I'm just getting this thought in my head of Cancer just sort of sitting there, I don't know what you would be doing, and just thinking, you know what, I'd like a relationship. That's the thought I'm getting. Potentially for some of you is that that's what could have happened, is you just thought, it just came up as an epiphany from, not out of nowhere. Obviously there would have been experiences that came along with that as well. I don't know, maybe you saw a film on TV and you thought it was really cute and thought, it would be nice to be in a relationship with someone. You know what, I want a relationship. Or I don't know how it would happen, but or again, as I say, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be that you just want a friendship. You could reconnect with an old friend and spend time together again and enjoy each other's company, non-romantically or romantically, whichever way. Okay, so yeah. Again, it feels like wanting connections again in whatever form that is, but you want it to be fair to you this time. If you've had experiences in the past where people didn't treat you very well, you want it to be fair. Knight of Pentacles. I may get a separate clarifier. I've got an idea for that, but I'll get a separate. But I'm going to just get a little bit more first in general. King of Pentacles is back. That's the kind of friend or romantic partner that you would want in your life. Someone very stable, generous, nurturing, caring, stable. Knight of Pentacles. Let me just get a couple of clarifiers for that. Right, I was going to say... I was going to say that this Ten of Pentacles is you being willing to take the steps and willing to try to connect with someone, whether it's romantic or not, which I keep saying, I know I'm repeating myself. But also, I think this is what you would desire as well. Especially romantically, you wouldn't want someone to rush. You'd want them to take their time and build up slowly to commitment. You need to have your own space. I think Cancerians, and is it a Cancerian card? Is this actually Four of Cups? You need space and time to think, I believe is something that Cancerians need. So you wouldn't want to be rushed into anything, especially if it's romantic. You would want time and space to figure things out in your own head. And just in general, I think Cancerians, even if you married someone, you need a bit of space, especially if you're going through emotional things. So yeah, that's what I'm getting through that. But it's a new truth. It feels like the new truth is that you are ready to connect with people again. So I am going to take all of these this time. There's not that many, so I'll just put them on top of the Page of Swords. And as I say, it's a new truth of desiring that and being open to it as well. So Seven of Swords, this one's going to be interesting. I'm not sure what this is about yet. And that's potential future energy. Three of Pentacles, Strength card. Temperance. The first thing I'm getting is that you would want, well, it is a card of being willing to take a risk, but it feels like you want honesty more than anything else, which I think a lot of people would want honesty in a relationship, wouldn't you? Page of Cups. Let's get one more. Yes, okay. We're going to take them. Five of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. So I'm getting a sense of you would definitely want someone who's very honest and open with you. You need to do that too. You need to be honest. And I'm not saying you're a liar, but I mean in terms of, you know, how we feel. Sometimes, yes, you can be an honest person and a lovely person, but you're not always honest about how you feel. You don't express yourself openly, and that's something I feel that you would need to do if you want to cooperate with someone and create something strong with them. And there's a lot about feelings here. We've got the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, Page of Cups. I mean, Page of Cups is someone who expresses openly, but they could probably be a bit immature with it. King of Cups is emotional maturity, but they can keep their feelings to themselves slightly. And then Ace of Cups is like overflowing emotion. So you need the balance, don't you, really? Emotional maturity would be high on your list of what you need. And I think there's a sense of emotionally, if you've had difficulties in the past, whether it be a friend, lover, husband, partner, wife, whatever, you need someone who you can overcome challenges with emotionally. That needs to be a very strong element of this relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Like, say if you have a falling out with them, there needs to be a strong ability to deal with the emotions together, separately and together, I would say, and to restore harmony. I think that's really important for you. I mean, you're a water sign, Cancerian energy, so there needs to be a strong ability to handle the emotions and do it openly as well, not hide them, because I know that sometimes Cancerians can hide their emotions, and that is a disaster. It catches up with you. People can do that, hide their emotions for years, but it catches up with you, and it's a nightmare when it does. So that's really important. And this is future energy. This is going into the future. So I think it's almost like, I don't even know if it's a prediction of future energy, or if it's more of a warning about managing emotions better yourself. If you haven't, if you've struggled with managing emotions in the past, then it's a warning to do that for yourself. Make sure you're being open and expressing, and try to gain greater emotional maturity, I would say. And you would need that from the other person as well. And that's something you need to be very aware of, getting involved with anything, whether it's a friendship, relationship, whatever. But definitely you need to be more emotionally expressive, I would say, here as well, in whatever sense that means for you. Whether it's just being honest if you feel like shit, or if somebody's hurt your feelings, you may need to be more honest with them, or just in terms of having your needs met, which is here as well, isn't it? And be open as well. Don't be afraid to, I mean, it is scary, isn't it, getting involved with people, but you'll never share a fulfilling experience if you hold back. So you do have to open up. Let's look at that 10 of Wands and see what that says. So this is the actual advice now. It's almost like this is the prediction here of that King of Cups and 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords is the advice, but we'll see. Right, 9 of Pentacles. That feels like a bit of a warning too about trying to do everything yourself, because it's clarifying the 10 of Wands, isn't it? Let's get another clarifier. I was going to take the one off the top then, but 7 of Swords is in reverse. Again, that's about opening up to me. Expressing your needs, expressing what you're thinking, how you feel, what you even desire as well. Express what you desire with that Hope card there. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Just that one though, not the others. Okay, so as I say, that 9 of Pentacles, it's where you're trying to do things on your own. I feel that spark is the spark, again, that epiphany, the spark, whatever, of you being willing and ready to open up to connecting with people again, to putting yourself back out there. 7 of Swords for me, again, is about being open, expressing your boundaries, expressing your thoughts, expressing your feelings. 8 of Pentacles is needing to put the effort in. You can't just sit there alone. Like this person in the 9 of Pentacles, it's like a comfort zone, isn't it? You have to get out of your comfort zone and put a bit of effort in. Like, say if you're someone that you don't really keep in contact with people, you may need to make a little bit more of an effort, even if it's just a text once a week to say how you're doing, such and such, and not just asking how they are, like saying what's going on with you as well, because then it's not a balanced relationship, is it? If all you ever do is ask how they are, you need to say, oh, how are you? I'm doing well. You don't have to do this. I'm just giving an example, but my week's been whatever, whether your week's been shit or good, what are you up to? It's got to be an equal exchange, otherwise it's not going to work. And that's just being open. And I think I always get vulnerability on this card. I know it's probably because she's naked, but I'll clarify it on its own, but I often get vulnerability from it. Anything else to make that clearer? I'm just getting being a willingness with that Page of Pentacles, willingness to get whatever it is that your heart desires, what will feel fulfilling, what will make you feel happy. I'm getting a sense of vulnerability from that 6 of Cups as well, like childlike, playful, open energy. You know, like when kids play together and they could come from anywhere on the planet and they'll start playing with each other. They don't have there are no prejudgments, no, you know what I mean? They're just very open, and it's just like, oh, it's another kid, let's play. You know what I mean? I mean, actually, kids nowadays are a lot different, but say when they're really little, like nursery age, they don't care about that kind of thing. They're just open and willing to try anything, and I think that's what you need. I think that's it. I think that's all I can say. So your advice was be willing to put in the effort. You can't do it on your own. Make sure you are open and put in the effort and be vulnerable and open. I mean, yeah, you still have your boundaries to protect yourself, but this is the time that you go out and use those boundaries. Don't sort of think you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to get walked all over. The whole point is that you can only test out what you've learned or your theories by actually putting them into action. You can sit there and theorize all you want, but if you don't do anything with it, then it's yeah, it's useless, isn't it? So that's the whole point of learning, is to go back out into the world and use what we've learned to progress and to move forward. So I'm going to get you an oracle card from the African Goddess Rising deck now. I feel like this reading has been very, very long, and it's probably not, but I don't know. Not in a bad way. It's in a good way, but it just feels like I've been talking forever. So what else does Cancer need to know? Any more advice for Cancerians for October? Yep, very, oh my God. Look at that, truth. Okay, what can I say about that? Right, we'll read that message for you. So truth, Nunde truth. And we were talking about honesty, weren't we? And being open. So, and with that boundary card as well, expressing your needs. So 34. Okay. So Nunde is the goddess of truth. She's a water element as well, actually. So Nunde, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin Iwa deity Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Nunde lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth-telling conversations. And the declaration says, the truth is my friend. Yeah, I really like that message. I think that's great. I think it's really important that you learn to, if you need to, you learn to express yourself more and don't be afraid of other people's responses. Yes, there's always going to be a chance you don't get a response that you like, but that's where you use, if you've learned about boundaries, that's where you use that information. So Cancer, thank you for watching the video. Again, if you want the vintage tarot book, send me an email and I'll let people know if anyone's got the book on Friday the 13th on my birthday. Feel free to leave your comments. Until the next video, take care.